Joining me now from the Trump campaign, Press Secretary Hogan Gidley. Hogan, great to have you with us.
Thanks so much for having me on. I'm excited about today.
Okay, tell us what's going on today. Give us an update.
Well, we have a lot going on. The president's going to sign a historic peace deal at the White House this morning. That is something that, few said would ever happen, much less with this president, proving the critics and the pundits and all the experts wrong again. I mean, it's not enough that the president had to make trade deals that actually worked for American workers and the American families and American middle class. He also is doing peace deals as well. That just shows you the range of ability that this man actually possesses. And also tonight, the president has a town hall in Pennsylvania with George Stephanopoulos on ABC, and it looks like that's going to be a really good way for the president to get out there and give that message. It's funny, without the filter of the mainstream media, but with the mainstream media sitting right beside him. So I think it's going to be kind of an interesting opportunity for the president, and I know he's going to do a great job.
So how does he do that on ABC tonight in a town hall meeting when you got Stephanopoulos there, who hates him, right, and wants Biden to win? So how do you do that? Navigate us, as the communications secretary here, navigate us through that thinking.
Well, they all hate him. So that'd be like, why would you ever do an interview? I mean, he has a very small group of folks he could actually go on and get a fair shake, much less be allowed to talk without being interrupted. And so if we just did interviews with the people that liked us, we'd rarely do interviews because there just aren't that many in the mainstream media. But that's 95% negative coverage against him is still the record, still the number, and it never ceases to amaze me that he just continues to go right back into the lion's den, right every single time, and he's not afraid. He's transparent. He wants people to know what's going on, giving the American people the truth, and he's going to do that again tonight.
All right, so give us the details on it for those that want to watch it. It's on ABC. What time?
Yeah, let me pull up some of the details here. I know that he's been, getting ready for this opportunity because, let's be clear. When the president speaks to the American people, it always resonates. And it's funny that the mainstream media and Democrats don't want him speaking in this way because he gives a message that people like. They don't want Joe Biden speaking, of course, but that's for a different reason altogether. It's because he makes all these incredible gaffes time and time again. But it's interesting that they both line up against the president speaking and against Biden speaking, just for very different reasons. Look, he'll be on tonight. It's a 90-minute town hall special in Pennsylvania. I believe it's at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia, and it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's the time it's going to begin, and look for the president to come out swinging and really kind of, show the differences between the way he would do things and the way Vice President Biden would do things. After all, elections are about choices, and we know how bad the economy would be under Joe Biden because we saw it for 8 years. And we know how good it would be under President Trump because we saw that for 3.
So, Hogan, look, 9 p.m. tonight on ABC. This is 9 p.m. Eastern time for our listeners. Obviously, pack time at 6, 9 Eastern. Now, this is going to be a town hall meeting in Pennsylvania, just outside Philadelphia. Is this a typical President Trump unscripted town hall meeting? People can come in. Obviously, they have to get screened for COVID and whatnot, but they come in and can ask whatever they want, just open forum, right?
Now they're going to have scripted questions and a teleprompter, just like. You asked about Biden or Jessica?
No, that's
Trump?
The Biden campaign.
Yeah. No. No, it's unscripted. They get to get up there and ask questions of the president. I mean, I'm sure they may have a question or two written down, so they know they don't want to mess up on national television. But they get to ask whatever they want to of the president. The president's going to be there to answer. We expect minimal participation by ABC, and this is really more of a conversation between the president and the voters, and we think that's important.
Before I get to some of the latest polls out, Hogan Gidley with us. Hogan, the communications and press secretary for Trump Pence 2020, former senior advisor to the president, White House for the first part of his term, 3 years. So, Hogan, these various states, the Trump campaign has canceled TV ads. Iowa, we understand it's in Iowa, it's in Ohio, Florida, some other states. Biden campaign ramping up TV ads, Trump campaign canceling back or scaling back on some of their TV buys. Can you give us insight into that?
Well, actually, we're up now more than we have been. So I know the media likes to kind of go around and around about this, but they're really missing a big point here. In fact, we're up now a massive ad buy. It's actually eight figures, and it does include all the big states like Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, all the ones that we really need to make a big push in to win. And we're out there in every single market, reaching every single American. And I know that the media is going to go dollar for dollar, and what about this dollar spent and that dollar spent? But the fact is, when you have changes in a campaign like we did, the new manager has new ways of doing things, and he wants to shift some money around. And he changed buys, and that's nothing new. When you place ad buys early on, this is a little wonky and a little in the weeds, but still, you prepare buys for later in the week. Or later in the cycle. In this particular instance, when it comes time to actually pay for those ads, you move them a lot of times. You just reserve time. You haven't spent the money yet. So we reserve times in certain markets, in certain areas, and now we're expanding that buy, pushing it out to a much bigger audience. And so we're really excited about that as well. Michigan's going to get a heavy dose of Donald Trump in the ad market today. So we got a lot of stuff going on here.
Can we still win Arizona?
Absolutely. I mean, look, we're increasing our TV ad spending by 50% this week. Arizona's one of those places that we're looking to grow as well. Nevada is one of those places. That's why the president went there this past week. Latinos for Trump is a real thing. It's big. It's pulling a lot of votes away from Joe Biden that he thought he was going to have. And much like the African American community, you have to actually deliver sooner or later. I mean, it's taken a while, but people realize, wait a minute, this president's the one who's actually been doing something on our behalf as opposed to just talking about it.
All right, Hogan Gidley, I know you got a meeting, you got to run. Hey, thanks for being with us, Hogan. Thanks for the update. ABC tonight, 9 p.m., town hall meeting. Also, the president, poll after poll now that we're seeing we're gaining in every area. Hogan, keep up the super.